So good morning, everyone. Welcome to a Brilliant Businesses podcast. My name is Nick Bryant, and I'm very pleased to be joined today by Danny Hazelgrove, who is the Managing Director of Fountain Digital.
Good morning, Nick. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you.
Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Thank you. We're also going to be talking to Karen Kay, who's the marketing manager. She's sitting right here, but she's going to come in a while. So Fountain Digital are a web design and digital marketing agency based here in Eastbourne. Yep. I believe you've got over 20 years experience, Danny, in IT, and you started off in a local solicitor's firm, but tell us how it all came about and how you got to where you are, your story.
I mean, going back years, I started in the actual NHS. So I started as a healthcare assistant in the NHS, and then unfortunately I lost my brother in a horrific accident. So I started going back to night school, and then started studying in networking.
Okay.
And then got once I qualified, I started going for applying for local jobs. Eventually got the job in the solicitors, and then worked my way up to the IT manager there.
Right.
And then from there, I got approached by another company, fancied a change, moved from that particular solicitors, and then went to another company. And unfortunately, that company went down the pan in 3 months. Okay. So I ended up losing my job. Had £1 in my pocket, and phoned mum and dad in a panic, and was like, I had, my young son and my daughter family was on the way.
Yeah.
And we had nothing, couldn't even afford the mortgage or anything. So my dad come down and converted my garage at the bottom of the garden. Yeah. We called it the shed, into an office where I could get a base to work. And that's really where the journey started. So I started building websites, but also I was still working on IT. Yeah. So the actual IT company that took over the solicitors actually employed me privately to fix some of the issues because I built it originally. Yeah. So that helped with a bit of sort of like the finance moving forward.
Bit of revenue coming in. Yeah, guaranteed kind of thing. Yeah.
And then... But the idea really was websites. That was my real passion.
So what year was that?
So that was in 2009.
Okay, so websites was just starting to sort of become really popular and important.
Yeah, because when I was at the solicitors, they never had a website.
Did they not? Right.
They asked me if I could do some research on some companies to go out and find. And when I saw the bills coming back, they were horrendous. Yeah. And I said to the senior partner, I said, would you mind if I build it? Okay. And he said, you sure? I said, I would love to have a go. So I built their first ever website, and we started outranking all their competition as well. So that was where my love really fell into website design.
That's good grounding.
Yeah. So, and then from there, when I started on my own, people were coming in and they couldn't afford a website. So you would have some clients that was, if you was saying 750, 1,200 and upwards, startup businesses never had the funds.
No, of course not, no.
Our first client, I said, would you pay monthly for a website? Yeah. And they said, what's that include? And I said that would include everything, the design, the build, the updates. And they said, yeah, it's a no-brainer. So that's really how Fountain Digital was formed, and that's how I financially managed to get up to paying my mortgage by getting some clients, getting that
recurring revenue coming in.
Yeah, and that first client is still our client today.
Is it? Well, that's the testimonial, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So moving forward to where you are now in the offices just around the corner here. Yeah. How many staff have you got?
So there's 8 of us now.
Okay.
So it's grown really quite quick over the last, I would say, 3-4 years. We've really sort of like blossomed. Yeah. And we've been really able to hit our target audience, I suppose. The marketing's gone really well. Yeah. So the SEO really lends its hand to the website design and development. Yeah. And from the IT support, we don't do that anymore. So at the beginning, I used to do quite a lot of IT, but now it's on a par. We've started to decrease the IT and focus more on web.
Okay. And it sounds like these monthly packages are the attractive thing for your clients because they can spread the cost. Because I think people get scared of websites. They think, God, there's going to be thousands and thousands. But when they perhaps hear, no, it's only a few £100 a month or whatever, it's probably quite warming.
Yeah, that's right. Well, actually, our lowest package, you can come down to like £70 a month.
Really? Okay.
So it enables a client to actually get a website, a professional website with a professional service.
Yeah.
That includes the design, the build, the unlimited updates, the email support, telephone support. They can come and have meetings with us in the office.
Yeah.
There's not many companies that can actually give a new company that presence, really.
That whole package.
Yeah.
So it's not just websites you do. Talk about the other services that you offer.
So we do logo design, branding, content writing, SEO, so search engine optimization, blogging, social media. Okay.
All the digital stuff.
All the digital stuff that really, we're a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
To get your business from A to B, to get you out trading.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you enjoy about it the most?
Meeting new clients, working with the staff, love the staff, love our team. The team's a big key.
You can't do anything without a good team, can you?
No. So that's the big focus for us, really, is having a really good team in the background. But meeting new clients, especially I would say my passion, start up new businesses to actually watch them flourish. Yeah,
sort of hold their hand all the way through to make sure they get
all the way
there.
through,
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
And do you help people just locally, or do you go all over? Does it matter? I suppose because of it's digital, you can help people all over the world.
Yeah, so we literally can go all over. So we start more obviously when we started at the beginning, we was very local. Yeah. But now we've got clients in America. Yeah. Right down to Devon. We work all around the New York.
Wow.
It's
really global then for you.
Yeah. So we've really sort of like hit the ground running, and like I say, in the last 4 years, I think our journey's it's escalated quite heavily, really.
Yeah. What do you do next then? What's the future hold? Do you want to grow any bigger, or are you happy with what it is? Or
we have this conversation all the time. We say we want to stay as we are, and then as soon as we say that,
more work comes in.
Loads of work comes through the door. Yeah. So I think the difficult thing is to say no to a client.
Of course, yeah.
Because we don't really want to say no to a client because that has a massive impact. If we was to push someone back 8 months, would they go somewhere else? Would we lose that client? So that's
the challenge, isn't it? Getting that fine line quite right.
Yeah. So that's the stumbling block. So if we have to grow, I think we will. I would like to be able to be the biggest, website marketing agency in Sussex and further afield, which I believe that we pretty much are already there anyway. Yeah. So
that's awesome. I mean, you and I do a BNI together, which I've just joined, and I've heard so many people say so many good things about your work and the websites, and there was a guy the other day who's got I think he's like a local handyman and fire extinguisher guy. He put his website on the WhatsApp group, and it looked awesome. It just really good. Yeah. What keeps you going, Danny? What do you do stuff outside of work? You like your cycling, don't you?
Yeah. So I started cycling in lockdown. Lockdowns, I think it was funny for every business, wasn't it?
Of course, yeah.
I think lockdown that hit us quite hard because we had a lot of marketing up in like London and stuff. We were doing sort of like restaurants, gyms, and stuff like that. So we took a big punch. But the good thing is, being a digital marketing agency, we could literally lift our equipment, go home, plug in, and carry on where we left off. Yeah. And we supported so many of our clients through lockdown in loads of stuff that we carried on. But in that time, it was my father-in-law actually that said, "Do you want to come out for a cycle?" And I was like, it's not really me. I don't know. So he got me on the bike, and I literally done 6 miles and nearly
killed over.
Nearly killed over. But then over 3 months, we took it up to. I went from 3 miles up to, I think it was 75 miles.
Did you? Nice one, yeah.
As a period, and then my longest ride to date is 125 miles.
All right, good for you.
In one day.
Yeah, good for you. I mean, I think exercise like that. I've said this before on the podcast, where you're concentrating on your body, on your legs, perhaps you and your breathing.
Yeah.
If you have got anything in your mind, then it goes to one side, doesn't it? So it's a little bit of it's a break from the norm getting out on the bike. I would have thought.
It's you can actually clear your head.
Yeah.
No one can get you.
Yes.
You know, we're in a world where everyone can get hold of you.
Gosh, yeah.
You know, especially when you're doing what we do.
Yeah.
You know, you're available 24/7. So literally, just turn it off.
Yeah.
Out in the countryside, using that time to think and clear your mind is actually. Well, it just does wonders. Really.
Does you the world of good, doesn't it?
Yeah, so it's a massive... And we do a massive ride each year for St Wilfrid's. We raise money for my wife's uncle that sadly passed to cancer.
Yeah.
So we do a charity ride called the Chris White Memorial Ride every year in August.
Okay.
And, you know, we raise... on average, probably anywhere between £10,000 and £13,000 a year.
Nice.
So we do a 100-mile ride, a 50-mile ride, and a 30-mile ride.
Okay.
And then the kids go round Shinewater Lake.
Yeah.
Everyone can get involved.
Nice day out.
Yeah. So that's really good.
And with your business, you support local business and support local charities as well, don't you?
Yeah. So we do a lot of work for local business, and we do a lot for local charities. There's a few that really sort of like touch our hearts, really. But so we do a lot of local work. Yeah.
Good for you. Should we get Karen in?
Yes.
Danny, great to talk to you. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
I'll see you next week, but thanks for coming on the podcast.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, we'll see Karen.
Nice to see you, Nick.
So, hi, Karen.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us.
You're very welcome.
So Karen Kay is the marketing manager at Fountain Digital. She does a fantastic job. I've seen her at many networking meetings. Now, you've got a Bachelor of Arts degree in media.
I have. You've done your homework.
So that must help you in what you do. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So I've always, I suppose, at school, I remember, you know, you do the English and maths, but then I got to study media.
Okay.
And as soon as I started with that, I knew that was what I wanted to do.
Right.
I didn't know which part of media.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to college and I studied media, and then I went to university and I did media.
Okay.
But then I just decided to go and travel for a couple of years because I was young, and why not?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
And then I came back, and I suppose I kind of went in and out of marketing type roles, and that's how it all began, really.
Okay. And when did you get the job at Fountain Digital? Not the job, the role, the position.
role.
Yeah.
I've been there about 6 years now.
Oh, wow.
Actually,
Okay.
almost to the day, I think.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So you've seen it grow along the way as well, you know?
Yeah, so I joined, and there was just Danny, Neil, and an IT guy.
Okay.
And now there's 8 or 9 of us.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's gone crazy. I think when I joined, we had 2 SEO clients.
Yeah.
And now we've got in excess of 40.
Have you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're just the regular ones.
Yeah.
We've done lots of one-off kind of SEO campaigns
Okay.
for other clients.
So how do you hold all those people's hands? You know, do you have a team that help you with that?
Yeah, so I've got Zoe and I've got Jen,
Yeah.
which is fabulous. So
Okay.
normally there's been 2 of us.
Yeah.
But with the increase in work, we needed 3, and
Yeah.
that's been amazing. Possibly may even need another person.
Okay.
I need to speak to Danny about that.
That's what you were saying earlier.
But the work is just getting busier and busier.
Mm.
So I think now, 6 years ago, people didn't really they didn't understand SEO, but they didn't know the importance of it.
That's what I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't as well known. Now, a lot of people do SEO.
Mm.
So for you to be at the top spots in Google, you've got to do it as well.
Yeah.
Unless you're very lucky and you've got a great domain authority.
Yeah.
And so together we work with all our clients. We don't have specific clients. We work because we like to deal with everyone.
Yeah.
So we work as a team with the whole entirety of our client base.
Okay. And so what do you like about it the best? I asked Danny this question. What do you like best about working with Fountain Digital?
Well, I love the team.
Yeah.
We have such fun.
Do you do lots of social stuff as well?
Yeah. We do loads of not loads. I mean, it's not like we're
not out every night or every week, yeah.
Not every week. But we do, we really try to do stuff as a team.
Okay.
Because we are a close-knit team. And that's why sometimes it's so important when we get a new staff member, they need to be able to do the job, obviously, but it's so important they fit into the team because we are all genuinely friends, as well as team members.
Yeah.
So I think at Christmas we went up to London and we had we went and saw a show and we went and had some dinner.
That's awesome.
You know, it's just nice.
It's good bonding, isn't it?
Yeah. And so I love the team. We have, you know what, we have great fun, but we work hard.
Okay, yeah.
And I think I've worked in other places where people do as little as possible.
Yeah, clock in, clock out kind of thing.
Yeah, they don't feel valued. And because you feel so valued at Fountain, you go over and above, which is great. So I love the team, but I also love meeting new people. And we get to do that all the time because we have new clients come through the door every day. So... And I get to go out networking and
That's
meet
great.
people. Yeah. So, yeah, I love that side of things.
Well, as marketing manager for a digital marketing company, what I'm intrigued, what's your strategy for marketing for this business?
For Fountain?
Yeah.
Do you know, I always push the fact that people like to see people.
Okay.
And especially, I think you touched on it with your kind of interview with Danny. People are sceptical about website companies.
Yes.
We have a lot of people come to us and they say they've been really, I suppose they've been really kind of put out by their last website company. Maybe they've been charged thousands of pounds and got nothing from it, or if they have got something, it's not good. So I think I try and get us to put our faces out there and to also put our personalities out there to show that, we're professional, but we can also have fun. And we're approachable, and you can just talk. We talk to you like human beings, and we'll explain things nice and clearly. Yeah,
no, I like that. I mean, the people thing is so important.
Yeah,
because people buy from people.
Exactly.
And if you build relationships with people, you trust them, and then you use them. And I think that's a really good approach.
Yeah.
Top marks. Now you're a singer as well, aren't you? So it says on your website. On the website.
I forgot that was on there. Yeah, well, that's what I like to do.
Yeah.
I love to sing.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want a rendition?
Go for it. Yeah.
No, just kidding. No.
Oh, I thought that was going to be the first on the podcast I've ever sing along. I love singing, but I'm not very good at it. But it does make you happy, doesn't it?
It does.
Puts a smile on your face.
Like this morning, I drove to work and I had a bit of Whitney on, and I just thought, just makes you feel good, as well as the sunshine.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, thanks, Karen. It's been great talking to you, and great talking to you, Danny. And if anyone wants any help with websites or SEO or social media or anything like that, then please get in touch with Karen or Danny. All their details are on our Brilliant Businesses website. You can go to their website, fountaindigital.co.uk.
That's it.
Easy. So thanks again. Good to see you.
Thank you.
And we'll see you for another podcast soon. Thank you.